The World as Will and Idea, Volume 3, by Arthur Schopenhauer, translated by R.B. Haldane and J. Kemp, read by Leighton Pugh, for Ukemi Audiobooks. Supplements to the Second Book, Chapter 21, Retrospect and More General View. If the intellect were not of a subordinate nature, as the two preceding chapters show, then everything which takes place without it, i.e. without intervention of the idea, such as reproduction, the development and maintenance of the organism, the healing of wounds, the restoration or vicarious supplementing of mutilated parts, the salutary crisis in diseases, the works of the mechanical skill of animals, and the performances of instinct, would not be done so infinitely better and more perfectly than what takes place with the assistance of intellect, all conscious and intentional achievements of men, which, compared with the former, are mere bungling. In general, nature signifies that which operates, acts, performs, without the assistance of the intellect. Now that this is really identical with what we find in ourselves as will, is the general theme of this second book, and also of the essay Über den Willen in der Natur. The possibility of this fundamental knowledge depends upon the fact that in us, the will is directly lighted by the intellect, which here appears as self-consciousness. Otherwise, we could just as little arrive at a fuller knowledge of it within us as without us, and must forever stop at inscrutable forces of nature. We have to abstract from the assistance of the intellect if we wish to comprehend the nature of the will in itself, and thereby, as far as is possible, penetrate to the inner being of nature. On this account, it may be remarked in passing, my direct antipode among philosophers is Anaxagoras, for he assumed arbitrarily, as that which is first and original, from which everything proceeds, a mind, an intelligence, a subject of ideas, and he is regarded as the first who promulgated such a view. According to him, the world existed earlier in the mere idea than in itself, while according to me, it is the unconscious will which constitutes the reality of things, and its development must have advanced very far before it finally attains, in the animal consciousness, to the idea and intelligence, so that according to me, thought appears as the very last. However, according to the testimony of Aristotle, in Metaphysics, Anaxagoras himself...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?